on a roll. 2 videos in a month. Oh my gosh, so proud of myself. Hello everyone, today I want to talk to you guys about some of my favorite products for toddlers around the 1 to 2 year mark. In case those of you that are new, I have a almost 2-year-old daughter, so these are just some of the products that I really like and find to be very useful and hopefully apply to both boy and girl. I tried to be as like broad as possible, so there are products for all moms out there that might be interested, so let's get into this. And also, in case anyone is interested, I will be putting links to all of the products in the info bar below because sometimes I don't remember where I bought them. So the first product I want to talk about is a sort of a learning game. This is the Alex Little Hands Ready Set ABC series, and this is a book of cards essentially that has all the different letters on it, as well as pictures kind of indicating a type or object or something that starts with the same letter as on the page. And oftentimes they also have pieces that are sort of textured as well to encourage kids to sort of get involved in the whole learning process. Yeah, like the cow has a little fuzzy spot. C is for cow, you know. Like, look at the yarn. It has like little yarn on it. It's like so cute. It's also actually a really great tool for them to learn how to put things back as well. I don't know if other moms out there are also trying to help them figure this out, but like, you know, sometimes we'll put them in like this and they have to be put in a certain way, and that just also encourages sort of hand-eye coordination. So really good tool overall. Next is around snacking, because we all know that toddlers love a good snack, am I right? So these are really great for on the go and in the car. This is by the PC brand, which I don't know if that's Canadian specific, but there are lots of different brands out there, so I will link a couple down below as well, so some alternatives in case you're interested. But these are just great because they have the nice rubber hands on the side, so they're nice and easy to grip, and then all they do is they kind of reach their hands in to grab the whatever snacks they want, and when they pull their hands out, they're not gonna have, you know, churros flying all over the car, which nobody wants to have to deal with, and I know most of us have had our fair share of that. So this helps to prevent it. They can dump it upside down, they can fiddle with it, whatever it is, and it's not going to be spilling product all over the car. So really good holder of Cheerios is basically all it does. That and mushies. Has anyone else got into the whole like mushies thing? Oh, they love them. Next, on to a book that I really, really like. Julia's kind of outgrown it a little bit, but she still really likes it and really encourages building confidence. This is called the Hungry Bunny book, and it's a sparkling learning book is what it's called. And it goes through this story, I guess, about a bunny and all the different types of foods that he makes and eats and shares with his bunny friends. And it has little sparkling depictions on the page, which is obviously very eye-catching, especially in the younger, more like 1-year-old, 1.5 kind of phase. And we would read this all the time. This is a really, really good book, and it encourages them to pick out shapes. So, you know, first he had a round orange, a square piece of toast, a triangular piece of pizza, like, and they'll go through all of that to the point now where she can recognize each of the different types of fruits and vegetables and go through them with me. And it's a great counting exercise. You can learn about numbers. So 1 pineapple, 2 artichokes, 3 bananas, 4 pickles. Can you tell? Can you tell I've read this a lot? It's just a really fun story, and it's about all the different foods and things that she's been learning about and eating, and we can kind of put recognition to that as well. Now onto a really fun tool for those of you out there that have toddlers who love to color, because I mean, really, is there such a thing as a toddler that doesn't love to color, right? And this is one of those dry erase boards, and they have dry erase crayons. And I also want to say just from the get-go that these crayons come off of everything, to the point now where I've put away all of my other crayons and I just use the dry erase ones on paper and on this dry erase board as well. So it has one side that's white, one side that's black. It's really easy to erase. They have like a little cloth that you can use. I find it takes a little bit of like working to try and scrub it off, so I just use a really lightly damp paper towel to kind of rub it off. And then it's just really easy to draw pictures, and what we do is we draw, you know, different shapes, or write out letters, or we'll draw people, or I'll draw different objects like trees and things and have her tell me what they are. But it's just really fun, and we'll have fun just like drawing and stuff. Next is a product by a company called Melissa and Doug, and those of you that aren't aware of Melissa and Doug, you need to go and check out their website. They have some really cute stuff on there. My mom has been kind of collecting a whole bunch of things, and she's been really actively watching the website, so she knows like more than I do what goes down on the website, and she has some really cool things that she's picked up for Julia. for their house. One of the products that I want to share with you guys that my mom found, and that is their sort of dress up, their wooden dress up dolls. It helps them sort of pick out like what are pants, what are shirts, what are shoes, where do they go, where do they sit. It encourages especially some of the smaller pieces. Now, of course, saying this, of course, these smaller pieces we need to be very careful with, obviously. So like the little sunglasses and stuff, I actually put those away until very recently when she wouldn't, you know, teeth on them or anything like that. And we were just using these much bigger pieces, but the magnets on them are really strong. They're good and clunky and heavy and easy to play around with. There are lots of different outfits. They have a bunch of different sets as well. So the one that I have has these two dolls in it. I'll try and hold it up without spilling them all over the place. These are the two dolls that this one came with, and then they have dresses and pants and skirts and shoes and tops and like all sorts of things, and they're all sort of organized in this little kind of cubby hole thing. They also have these little stands so that they can stand them up if they want to, or if they find that easier. I will say that the one thing about them is that obviously over time the pictures on the top are going to scratch off a little bit around the edges and stuff like that with a lot of use, and ours have gotten a lot of use. So just kind of giving you a heads up on that, but for the most part they've stayed really strong. Nothing is bent, nothing has like cracked in half, everything's nice and magnetic and just easy to play around with. So yeah, really love that kit. Next I want to talk about this water table that I got from Toys R Us, and I know it's kind of like the end of summer and you're like, why are you mentioning this? I am mentioning this because it's likely on sale now because it's sort of the end of summer and they're trying to probably get rid of all of their summer stock. So it's something that you can take with you for next summer, or if you're living in a warmer climate, you know, this is kind of something you can use year round. I like this water table because A, it's nice and steady and sturdy, it's easy to fill, you don't need a pool, and kids love water, right? So it's really fun. They have a lot of different little play things with it. So they have little boats, they have cups. So we've been taking like the cups and like measuring them and empty versus full and things like that. So a lot of different little learning tools. We also take some of our little mini toys and we put them in as well. So like for example, like these are like the little people. We've been putting these in the water as well and encouraging her to practice the skills she's been learning in her own swimming lessons with her dolls. So learning how to blow bubbles and things like that. But the water table is really fun and I highly recommend it. And lastly, I want to share a meal with you guys, and I'll try and do this in more of my videos. And if you want to see actual like recipe videos, let me know in the comments below and I can certainly do that for you guys as well, because I know toddlers can be somewhat of picky eaters at times, just a little bit. I've been very blessed because Julia's not a picky eater at all when it comes to most things, but I did want to share a meal that is a very big favorite amongst the family. I would show you, but it's literally the easiest thing of life. I will put all of the ingredients and everything in the info bar below in case you are interested, but all you need to do is take leftover chicken or roast up some chicken, whatever you want to do, some whole wheat pasta, pesto, and some form of tomatoes, and then stir fry it all up and you're done. The kids love it because it has some sort of extra spice element to it with the pesto, which has Parmesan in it, which is delicious. Kids love chicken, kids love pasta. It adds that vegetable component to it, but it's kind of, they're mushed up a little bit, so it kind of almost amalgamates in the sauce a bit. It's so good. We grate a little Parmesan on top. It's fantastic. Really recommend it. It is delicious, and if you've tried it, show me a picture on Twitter because I would love to see if you've been testing it out for yourself or any sort of different alternatives that you might have been doing for this particular recipe. So just wanted to share that with you guys. And that's everything for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more of these sort of toddler mom favorites, and if you have any requests for future videos, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you girls. Mwah.